Welcome to The Life of Hair. My name's James Atkinson, and in this episode, it is a fantastic clip from the recent interview that I posted with Sam Via. Now, if you've seen the whole episode where I put the whole interview on, you don't need to watch this because you've heard it all before. But I think there's some fantastic information that Sam shares in that I wanted to break down into bite-sized pieces for those of you that don't want to watch a 19-minute video. And in this particular part, he talks about how millennials are driving the economy and they are looking for experiences to spend their money on. And Sam has so much insightful information in this and how to create an experience in your salon. It is well worth getting a notepad out to take down some of the things that Sam says. If you enjoy it, then share it with your friends, because sharing is the most important thing that we can do in the hair industry. Giving that information to the people that you know and love will only help to grow our industry.
I really believed in educational sound bites were the way to go. I really saw how people say, well, you were the first one in Guy Tang. Were the first ones to really get this whole social movement going. I really feel Guy Tang really got it going. But I also saw what people needed, James, was sound bites of education. People were tired of sitting and watching an hour-long DVD. They wanted to just give it to me, just give it to me. And it's all because it's an experience economy, meaning that the millennials are driving the economy right now. They're looking for an experience. It's no longer a possession economy. At least in the U.S., I find that what they do is they say, I'm not going to buy a home, Sam. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to Ibiza for a month. I'm going to have a great time. That's an experience. So I think as hairdressers, we need to start thinking about the way we teach. We need to start thinking about education and making it more abnormal. So you're thinking, well, Sam, what do you mean by that? Well, people are looking for the abnormal. That's why influencers have created disruption in the industry with this underground education. And by the way, I don't look at it as a disruption. I look at it as an interruption, meaning that I embrace the influencers. I love what they're doing. I love how they're bringing a new sense of education. Yet what's important is this. What's made Redken, who and what Redken is the art of facilitation, the education process of how we teach. We were the first manufacturer out there to start using flip charts and diagramming haircuts so people could really see it and get the learning. We were the first to become learner focused. We were the first to become learner based education. So I really believe that in your classes you got to create an experience. And I think we need to think about that, James, and that's what we need to do in salons, is create an experience. And I hear this all the time. Sam, I'm losing my business. I go, well, you involved in social? Are you using your phone? And they're like, well, what do you mean? I go, when you have a new client, do you not teach them how to blow dry their hair? And they go, yeah, I do. I go, well, then here's what I recommend you do to make it an experience. How about if you did this? You had a little monkey tripod. When it came to blow dry the client's hair, you ask them for their phone. You place it on that monkey tripod. You press video, and now you're videotaping for the client everything they're teaching. Use the round brush this way. Put it in your hand, Louise. No, Louise, move your hand this way. Louise, look at the product I'm taking my outshine, and I'm blending my outshine with this glow dry. Okay? So that's why I want to soften the product up. You see how much I'm using? Can you imagine, James? When you're done with that appointment, my friends, you are handing back the phone to the client and you're saying to the client, Louise, you now have your own YouTube tutorial. You're the star, and you place me on your vanity every morning, press play, and I'll be there to coach you every morning. Now, James, for my friends out there, that's an experience. So stop worrying about Amazon. You still need to stay in the retail game. You owe it to them as a professional standing behind the chair to prescribe and recommend. So don't throw the towel in on retail. Well, Sam, what do I do when I talk about a product and they go to Amazon and they say, well, I can get it here for $2 cheaper. Salon owners, support your stylist and match the price. You're probably like, what do you mean, Sam? You're losing me money. No. Listen to what I'm about to say. If it's three euros cheaper, you match it. I would rather see you make maybe €1, €2, €3. I don't know what your markup is, but I would rather see you make that than this, 0. But most importantly, James, what you're doing is you're connecting with the client. So I'm going to role play it. Louise, listen, I don't want you to have to go online and order it. I don't want you to have to go down the street and buy it. I'll match that price. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give it to you €1 cheaper. So now what you've done is, and oh yeah, by the way, Louise, 25% of our retail sales at Christmas, we do a fashion show for the local cancer society, and 25% of our retail sales supports that. I just wanted you to know a little bit about the culture of the salon. So now what you've done, based upon how you videotaped the blow dry tutorial for them and how you talked about matching that, you made a connection. People buy people, then they buy things.
Yes.
So hairdressers, you have to understand it's a different world standing behind the chair. You really have to understand communication builds wealth. It's the way you communicate behind the chair. Start communicating with your phone and use your phone. Another example of an experience, James, is let's say you do a color and you're not double booked and the color is processing for 30 minutes. What do most of you do? I put money on it. You go to the break room. Excuse me, the broke room. There's no money to be made in the break room. Get out of there. Well, Sam, what do I do when my color's processing for 30 minutes and I don't have a client behind that? Well, then if I were you, I'd invest in a pivot point mannequin, a tripod, go sit with that client, show them how to do a ponytail, how to cover up the elastic, how to do things, simple little braids that they can do. And oh, by the way, you're probably thinking, well, Sam, she's cutting a pixie. Why would I show her all those tricks? Because you're going to make her the hero of the family. Granddaughters, nieces, whomever, her daughters. But what I'm trying to help you understand, my friends, is you have to create an experience. That's an experience. And oh, by the way, you're using your time by doing that, sitting her with a mannequin and showing her, and guess what you're doing? People in the salon are probably going, what's that guy doing over? Oh, that's Sam. He's playing with his dolls and he's showing his clients tricks. Wow, that's really cool what he just taught her. So you're promoting yourself. You're promoting the salon. You have to understand, guys, take yourself out of the box that we've learned on how to be a hairdresser. Go to redken.com, go to Sam Villa Hair, and start listening and watching the things that we're trying to share with you right now that are going to grow your business and get you in the social game, because you got to get in the game.
Big time. Sam, wonderful advice there. I mean, if you're watching this, you need to be taking notes, because that was one hell of a piece of advice.